If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in advanced level where you are solving previous year IIT JEE questions on method of differentiation. So in this lecture we will be solving question number 1, 2, 2a, 2b and then question number 3a. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, in question number 1, fx equal to x square minus x by x square plus 2x. Then find the domain and range of f so that f is also 1, 1. And find the function ddx of f inverse x. So you have to take differentiation of inverse function of f and then find its domain. Okay. So if this is my function fx equal to x square plus x, so what is clearly the domain is the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So that x cannot be 0, it cannot be minus 2. So domain is clear, all real number, but you cannot put 0 and minus 2. Now to find this range, suppose this is my y, this is equal to this function x square plus x by x square plus 2x. Now if I take x common, so if I cancel this x, you cannot cancel it out because if it is 0 it is not possible. Suppose if I cancel it out, now it look like this. Now this one I have named this as a different function f dash. F dash is not differentiation here, it is a new function. Suppose be very clear, it is not differentiation, it is a new function which is x minus 1 into x plus 2, and this is the original function. So what is the difference between this and this function, the original function and this function? The difference is here you can put 0 but here you cannot put 0. So that is the difference. Now it becomes linear by linear. For linear by linear we have directly we can calculate range. So range of this f dash function, not differentiation, just a new name, is all real number minus coefficient of this linear cof by linear cof, that is 1 by 1. You have seen this shortcut in function we have discussed. So it is r minus 1. It is the range of this one. Now what is the difference between this and original function? Here you can put 0, here you can put 0, but here you cannot put 0. That is the difference. So if we put 0, the value that we are getting, that value will not come here because here you cannot put 0. So range will be, everything is okay, but additionally here if you put 0, some output will come. This output will not come here because that is the difference here, you cannot put 0 here. So if you put 0 here, what is the output it is coming? It is coming 0 minus 1 by 0 minus half. So minus half will never come in this function because here you cannot put 0 because 0 is not in the domain. So from this additional we have to subtract this minus half also. So the range of this function, the function that is given to you, is r minus, this is for this function. The difference is between these two is you can put 0 here, you cannot put 0 here. So if you put 0, output is this, so this output will not come here because here you cannot put 0. So this is the range. Now for 1 1 function, if you can show that a function, now for 1 1, if you can show the function is continuous and its differentiation is always positive, then it is always increasing. It is continuous and increasing means it is obviously 1 1. It will cut at only at one point. For 1 y you will get only 1 x, you will get only y. So let us see its differentiation. So if you differentiate it, if I can differentiate f dash x, then it will be denominator square, denominator constant, numerator differentiation 1, numerator constant, numerator differentiation 1, this one. So this is always positive greater than 0. So it is always increasing function. But the original function is not continuous because it is at break at 0 and minus half. If you put 0 and minus half, it is not continuous. So one such example is that, so it is not continuous but it is increasing. So you are not sure it is 1 1. One such example you can think of 10x. 10x is always increasing. It is always increasing but it is not continuous. So you can say this is the graph of 10x. So it is not 1 1 because it is not continuous. So it can again, if it is not continuous, it can break somewhere and it can start from here again. Because the slope is always positive, but because it is not continuous, so it can give a break and it can start from here. If it is continuous, then it cannot come back because your slope cannot be negative. You are saying it is always increasing. So that is the idea. For that case, you have to see the breakpoints. Now to get the breakpoints, let us try to draw the graph of this one. So what is the difference between this and this function? That is that you cannot put 0. That's it. So if you eliminate that 0 point, then these and these are okay function. So I am doing the graph of this one. So from this graph, if you exclude that 0, the graph of this one is already you are getting it. So if you see this one, you can write it x plus 2 minus 3 by 2, so that it becomes a familiar equation like us, what we have studied in our coordinate geometry. So if you do this one, it will be 1 by this. If you take x plus 2 that side, so it will be y minus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to 3. And this is a standard one. What is the graph of this one? This was rectangular hyperbola. Now this graph is shifted, x is shifted, it was x minus h, origin is shifted. Now y minus k is equal to, suppose it was p. So the origin is shifted at h comma k. H is here minus 2, k is here 1. So the graph will be shifted to minus 2 comma y, this origin. So from this origin you come to minus 2 1. Now you draw this axis. Rectangular hyperbola means this axis becomes its asymptotes. So it will be this into this. Why this into this? I think it is minus 3. Because if it is positive, then this quadrant. If it is x plus y is equal to minus p, then it will come to this and this quadrant. We have seen this rectangular hyperbola in hyperbola. So if you draw this curve, this will be of this fashion, and this point will not come at 0. It will not be minus up. So this is not in the graph. So rest is okay in the graph. Now you see it is 1 1, because this portion and this portion, if you see it, if you draw a line, it is only cutting at one point. So that's why it will be a 1 1 function. So that is okay. Horizontal line cutting 1 1, so it is proof. Now to find inverse, what we do, we change the position of x and y. So if you change the position of x and y, you will be getting this one. So if you take differentiation of this one is this one. Now you see what function you will take. So what is the difference between this and this function is that x is not equal to 0. Now if you take inverse, your x becomes y becomes x. So because they are asking you only for the domain of that, means if you think for y only, that will okay. So that's why I am not carrying that x. I am directly taking this one and taking inverse of this one. This is the function we are considering, and from that you change the position of x and y, calculate y, that is the f inverse x. Now if you take differentiation of this one, this is the answer. What is the domain of it one? All real number minus, you cannot put rx equal to 1. So this is the domain of that function. Now if you come to question number 2a, if x square plus y square equal to 1, then you have to prove this. So if x square plus y square equal to 1, you directly do differentiation 2x, it is y square 2y, then y differentiation y dash, or you can write y1 also, whatever is equal to 0. That means x plus y dash equal to 0. You again differentiate x is 1. First you take y constant, y dash differentiation double dash, then you take y dash constant, differentiation of y is y dash. So ultimately you will get y dash square plus 1 equal to 0. That is your option B. Now if you come to question number 2b, if p is a polynomial of this format, if px is given something of this fashion, then prove that this. Now if you see and this and this, one thing it should come in your mind, that 2 is coming in front of a2 and is coming in front of a1. That means if you take differentiation of this one, then only 2, it will come 2x and x to the power n minus 1. That means somehow you have to differentiate this one and you have to put x equal to 1. Then you will get this statement from here. So that's the idea. You have to check, from some hints will be there in the question, from that you should start. So LHS is equal to, it will come if you do the differentiation of p dash x. So if you do differentiation, it will come like this. Okay. Now what is your p dash 1? Because they are asking this should be less than 1. So this I am already got. This is nothing but p dash 1. So p dash 1, because I have to use this one to prove that it is less than minus 1. So what is p dash 1? Differentiation at a point a plus h minus f of a divided by h. So this one is the limit h tends to 0. Okay. Now this one they have given px is less than equal to this. So what is p1? Let me calculate all these values. If I can put p1 will be e to the power 0, that is 1 minus 1 0. So something mod is less than equal to 0. So mod cannot be negative. So the value it is possible is 0. That means p1 is 0. This value you have got. Okay. So if I put this value there, and I need this one also. I got the value of p1. I need the value of p1 plus a. So this one also I will calculate. Px is this one, p1 plus h, in place of x you will put 1 plus h, so e to the power h minus 1. So if you put all these value, this one p dash 1 was this one, limit h tends to 0, p1 plus, and this one is 0, and p1 plus h you have already calculated e to the power h minus 1. And what is the differentiation of this one? This is less than 1, and this is already that expression. So it is proved that this is less than 1. If you prove this is less than 1, that means this is less than 1. 3a, if ln x plus y is equal to 2xy, then find y dash 0. Simple differentiation. You do differentiation 1 by x plus y, then differentiation of x is 1, y is y dash. Again product rule 2x, y is y dash plus 2y. Now you have to find it. Y dash 0 means at x equal to 0 you have to find. So if you put x equal to 0, you need y also value. So you calculate at x equal to 0 what is the value of y. So if x equal to 0, you put it there. If x is equal to 0, then log y is equal to 0. That means y should be equal to 1. So that means you have to find y dash at 0 comma 1. So if you put x equal to 0 and y is 1, so you will find 1 plus this one you have to find. This is 1 plus y0. Here I put in after some time. So you can directly think what is the value of y and x equal to 0. You have calculated this one. This one is 1. So you can directly put 0 plus 1. This is already 0 x equal to, and this is 2 into y is 1. So you can put this is 1. So this is 1, this is 1. So this will be 2. So your y dash 0 will be equal to 1. That is your answer. That is option A. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.